Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you...
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott set to go on offense for the first time. And with Dak at the controls, his 6th season under center now as the Cowboys quarterback.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Prescott looks to throw on first, but he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll go underneath here to Elliott, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Sheds off the tackle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 49 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. That catch good for only a couple. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. Open man right side. It's Lamb. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Prescott now. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. On second and goal, Prescott. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently, but whatever they said appears to have worked. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. For the first time, we get our look here at the Eagles offense, and Jalen Hurts, the second-year quarterback out of Oklahoma.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the keeper.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on it. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
Now a carry for Sanders. Down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Sanders. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on first and goal.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They give it off here to the tight end. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive 7 plays in length, and it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is Tony Pollard. And able to get this out to the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Prescott to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
56 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. throwing. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. Now back to the ground with Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Seven, our score after one. Now Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Scott. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
From the 22, Hurts. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Hurts. A giant hole up the middle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Elliott on for the extra point. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. 88 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Prescott on 1st down. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Michael Gallup is the unsung member of the Cowboys receiving corps, but he's made some big catches during his time in Dallas. Now in his 4th season, he makes another one there.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The give is to Elliott. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Finding room to the 20. And finally taken down at the 15.
By anyone's measure, C.D. Lamb had an excellent rookie campaign with 74 catches and 935 yards. He's poised for an even bigger season this year.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Elliott, toss right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
That's over the middle and caught by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle. 2nd and 7.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys 38. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And that is incomplete. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
Hurts throw taken in by Pascal.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Elliott now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off the play fake, Prescott. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, it's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Prescott to throw on 4th. He's going to launch it for Washington. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that one is still scoreless as they play in the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense.
And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how's he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
This is Elliott. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Prescott going to use his legs.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? He'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. And his kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. They'll look to throw here. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've got the lead here as they begin this drive, trying to get that bad taste out of their mouth from the loss last week to the LA Chargers. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Again, it's Elliott. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They go to Elliott again. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Prescott from the gun. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott now, option right. And he'll take this one down to the 36. From the 36, Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, Hurts. Sanders has it over the middle. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught. Smith. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Dak Prescott on the offense heading back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Well, let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 39, Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run with Pollard. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Now Elliott. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. First down, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has the better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. Well, the situation very simple here. Late game, down 7. They've got to get it in the end zone.
And the best players know how to be calm in these situations because you know right now his pulse is like a jackhammer. So how does he rein it in, make sure the team has a little bit of calm, coupled with that sense of urgency, got to walk that line a little bit, but get it downfield in order to score, and then put the pressure on the guy who kicks the ball because he could tie the game.
It's been a fun game. It all comes down to this. From the 31, Hurts. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Breaks a tackle, and he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott, and he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. On second down, Elliott. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, Offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Dallas, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.